From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We take a look at a shot here coming in from downtown Redding, and of course there you can see the new courthouse, and of course we've got those clear skies out there. And as far as smoke and haze is concerned, we're actually getting a bit of a break from that for most of Northern California. We'll take a look at that here in a second. But look at the headlines. You think about the heat wave we saw since Friday of last week and what the kind of temperatures we experienced over the weekend, record-breaking temperatures in some areas here. But now we're actually getting our temperatures back to normal. So much cooler this week with highs dropping actually below normal in many cases here through the week. And really overall, looking into this upcoming weekend, yes, temperatures may increase a little bit, but no major heat waves in the forecast at this point. Now here's your fire potential for your Monday. All the brown indicating a moderate risk for that fire danger. So we just need to be extra careful. It's that time of the year. Now, we're seeing this as kind of a moving target. It tends to kind of change times and differences throughout the day, but here's what we got going on right now. As of noon today, for, of course, the Northern California region, we've got a red flag warning for all of Modoc County and eastern Lassen County as well. Now, that's for basically around 1 p.m. today until about 9, 10 o'clock tonight. That's when we expect some of the lowest humidity levels, and that's when we expect some of the strongest winds as well. Now, this may extend on into tomorrow, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's take you through the rest of the day today, and you can see those gusts. These are forecast wind gusts, by the way. So we could get close to 30 miles per hour. This is where the strongest winds are, and this is the reason why we have that red flag warning out there, because we are in excess of 25-mile-an-hour gusts or higher. Now, taking you into Tuesday, of course, the morning the winds died down, but by the second half of the day, tomorrow, you notice the winds are a little gusty, but they're not as strong. So there's a chance we may not see a fire weather watch or a warning, but keep in mind that the winds will still be a bit on the gusty side, especially in the eastern mountains in Modoc County. Taking a look at the relative humidity levels too, the rest of the day today, we're down into the single digits, even some lower teens in there as well. And again, you'll notice the driest is to the east. However, look in the valley too. We're down in the single digits here for Red Bluff, Chico, and Willows as well. And then as we take you into your Monday, now look at this, Tuesday morning, we actually get some recovery for most of us, especially in Modoc County, but still fairly dry as you head off into the eastern Lassen County and Plumas County as well. So not a lot of recovery there from the humidity levels. And then they'll start to drop again going into tomorrow afternoon. But you'll notice again, also not quite as dry. So there's a good chance we may go through the day without seeing any red flag warnings for Tuesday, but certainly bears watching. All right, let's talk about the smoke. As I mentioned, we haven't really seen a lot of smoke out there for many of us, including that haze. So still a little bit of haze out there, but not a ton. And then you can see that smoke kind of working its way down through the day on Tuesday, and that will continue to bring us more haze and smoke for parts of Northern California. So it just continues to be a problem as long as those fires are burning to our north. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast today. We could touch 100 degrees for some of us this afternoon in the valley, but you get the idea. It's not 110 or 113 or anything like that. It's just going to be a normal hot day out there, a normal hot summer day. For Siskiyou and Modoc County, temperatures upper 80s to around 90, upper 80s to low 90s here for the eastern mountains today. All right, let's take a look at the clouds. Now, this is the monsoon moisture right here. That's trying to work its way up northward, but it isn't. So we're going to be looking at those sunny skies minus some of that haze. We got an area of low pressure to our north. That's helping to cool us down, but there's actually some rain off in the Pacific Northwest out of this cold front that's pushing on through. So a nice cool down for our neighbors up to the north. And that's also a contributing factor to our cool weather, our cooler, let's put it that way. Taking you through this week into the weekend, most of that monsoon moisture stays to the south, and most of the clouds of the storm systems up to our north stay to our north. So as a result, we see mainly sunny skies for most of Northern California, with the exception of the coast, where, of course, we've got the fog. All right, take a look at those temperatures for today. As I mentioned, maybe some 100-degree readings, otherwise mainly upper 90s in the valley today. Take you up to the northern mountains, out towards Siskiyou County, Modoc County, mid to upper 80s, and looks like upper 80s to low 90s for most of us in the eastern mountains. Looking at that 7-day forecast, It's pleasant. I mean, you look at these temperatures for the mountains, upper 80s, low 90s on average for most of us. You can see in the eastern mountains as well. Susanville, you're dropping down to 87 on Thursday, 87 to 88 for Friday and Saturday. And looking at the valley, I wouldn't say pleasant, but at least it's not going to be unbearably hot out there. We are dropping below 100 degrees even for Redding by Thursday and Friday, and keeping it that way most likely, especially for the first half of the weekend. And look at Chico, most likely dodging 100 degrees for the next 7 days, including today. Red Bluff, it'll be close, upper 90s to about 100 degrees here through Wednesday, and then mid to upper 90s for Thursday through this upcoming weekend.